Viruses Part 2. This is not a controversy theory. It is well-known fact that viruses are made in labs, and the reason is because the world is overpopulated, and the best way to get rid of, let's say, how the elite and powerful would look at it, useless people, the old, they've had their time, people who have immunity issues and are sick and therefore take up hospitals and have medical expenses, and the weak, the elderly. This is what the elite plan. And also look into chemtrails, because there is a belief that governments are vaccinating people against germ warfare, so that if germ warfare breaks out, their citizens will be protected. And there's also thoughts that it's in your drinking water. It's very interesting also that medications we take, for example, medications for pain, side effect, pain. Medications for depression, side effects of antidepressants, depression. Medication for sleeping pills, side effect is not being able to sleep. People, the government, the elite wants to be able to control the masses, and the way to control is fear. And yes, coronavirus is very contagious. And yes, people are dying. But really, remember 1918, the flu killed, it was over 1 million people. Put things into perspective, people. We use antibiotics, and we are using, sometimes we don't take the full course. And natural viruses and natural bacteria are all mutating because they are getting a tolerance for these medications. And it's a natural part of life, of being a parasite. And as I said in my first video, there's far worse diseases. If I had to fear a disease, I would fear Ebola. Actually, I have more fear of stepping outside and getting bitten by a snake than of catching and dying from coronavirus. I have more fear that the Earth is going to end by a large enough meteorite that they believed ended the dinosaurs. But that's another story, because our history is man-made, full of lies, full of deceit. People, I went shopping, and it's ridiculous. I'm on a pension, and I don't have money to hoard weeks ago. There's no toilet paper, but there's plenty of boxes of tissues. I have 2 dogs. They were just about out of fresh dog food. And they were out of really silly things. and a small tube of hand sanitizer was $3. And here's another thing. At my supermarket that I go to, 1 litre of home brand long life milk is usually $1. Well, because of this, the greedy corporate business bodies, do you know how much the milk was? $1.25. It had risen in a couple of weeks, because I get paid every fortnight 25 cents. That's taking advantage. Really, people. I also believe in manifestation. For example, if I believe I'm going to get cancer, I'll get cancer. I don't do breast checkups because I think if I'm checking, I'm obviously putting fear and I'll find something then. And they probably will. Manifestation. Hey, maybe I'll get coronavirus, but I'm not fearing it. And I have a very weak immunity at the moment. And it is very contagious. And I have been at the hospital recently because they thought I broke my knee. And there were people there who could have had the coronavirus. But there wasn't this panic with SARS. This is out of hand, out of control. As yet, Australia is not under, like what is happening in America. I've heard that it's coming into effect that certain shops are going to be shut down, only essentials are going to be open. It's called natural selection as well. We will adapt to this virus so that if it comes around again, less people die. It's called, as I said, natural selection. Pathogens have to live too. The stupid thing is, the pathogen that kills a person, like in Ebola or Marburg, is not a very clever pathogen because in the body it dies too. The other scary thing is Staph aureus. Staph aureus has got out of control in hospitals. You've heard of it being resistant and being called golden staph. Now, many years ago, they did a test about infection. They did two different things. One was the normal sterilisation, and the other one, all they did was just wash their hands. And guess what? The rate of infection with golden staph was just the same. So it's just, we are sometimes too clean. We have become weak. Anyway, thank you for listening. Have a lovely day. Stay healthy. Don't buy into the fear. Bye.